Top of the morning, grand risings to my YouTube family here at the Dream Drivers channel. And every morning, for the most part, I like to pray, of course, thank God, and reflect. Reflect on my life, reflect on my journey, and take time out to just hear the whispers from God, in terms of whatever, whether he's giving me words to direct my path for the day of, or words to consider things that I need to do to continue to build myself. Whatever it is, sometimes it's not even always that deep. It's not even always something super deep or philosophical, It's like having a conversation. The conversations that I have with God is like having a conversation with one of y'all, a family member. Just, not speaking in thus thou and ways that I don't talk or talk unnaturally, man. I just talk to God, been this way, been that way, and I just listen to him, and I know his voice. I know when he speaks to me. But the purpose of this video is we all are a work in progress, and we all are at different chapters in our life, different stages of growth. Some people are on highs right now. Some people are living their best life. Some people are living their best life. Some people are barely making it. Some people are going through some hard times. I'm sorry, y'all, if I'm moving the camera around. I am holding it. I got a little makeshift little setup here in the bed. But yeah, some people are going through all types of lows, I don't take for granted when I'm in my vehicle and I'm driving on the road and I see, a person holding up a sign, wanting, begging for money, man, asking for money. I don't take for granted that, I'm blessed to not have to be in that position, and I don't take for granted that, I too was once experiencing low moments in my life, not to that degree. Or I've been favored and blessed to where, whenever I was dealing with any type of hardship, God has always, been there for me. But I don't take for granted that, not just having a vehicle, I have a vehicle, I have my own car, but I have a roof over my head, most importantly. I have food in my fridge, most importantly. When it's cold, I have heat. When it's hot, I have AC, I have the ability to take a hot shower, I have the ability to recognize that I have family in my life. It may be just a few of us, it may be just a little bit of us, but I do have family in my life. So I count my blessings, and I don't take for granted what I do have. I could sit here and complain about the things that I don't have. I could complain about this, that, and the third. Besides the fact that nobody cares and your haters love it. Most importantly, I have the most important things in life, which is, the gift of life. But I have the ability to be able to live my life comfortably. I have the ability to be able to, hug my family and can eat good every single day. So I don't take life for granted. So, that's another reason why I may be kind of rambling. That's another reason why, I treat people kind and treat people nice. Because you never know what a person is going through. You could be around a person who smiles every day, but that could be their way of masking their pain. Or they could just be really, really harboring pain, and you never know. They could smile every single day, put smiles on people's faces every single day, but live with the fact that nobody lives or puts a smile on their face or does anything to showcase any appreciation for them. So you never know, bro, what is going on in a person's life. You never know what's going on in a person's life. So I try to be kind to each and every one, man, and treat everybody the same. But all of this is to say, as I was reflecting today, one of the things that stood out to me, one of the messages that God laid on my heart, is, especially for anybody who's watching this and want to know, what's the quickest way to really change my situation? What's the quickest way to really change my circumstance? And I'm going to just say this: no matter what type of jam that you're in, no matter how much of a rut that you're in, no matter how much of a steep hill you got to climb, I'm going to give you the game. I'm going to give you a gem that can instantly turn your situation around. And of course, the results from this is something that could take time, but in the moment, in terms of how you think and how you go about your day-to-day operation, this can instantly change your situation. One, I'm gonna say, focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. When you can't figure out why life is life, and you can't figure out why things is happening to you, just do the inner work. Focus on the things that you have control over. Focus on the things that you can do to change whatever circumstance, bro. Focus on the things that you have control over, the power of choice. Focus on that. Because no matter what you're going through, you always have to remember you have the power of choice, which is a very, very, very strong asset that God has blessed us with. You have the power of choice. Choose you. Choose you today. Choose to love yourself. If nobody around you expresses love to you, choose to express love for yourself. Choose to give yourself grace when nobody else want to give you a chance. When everybody else is giving up on you, give yourself grace. Know that we are all running this race of life, just trying to figure out how to become better. Know that we are all running this race of life, trying to figure out ways to improve. None of us are perfect. Give yourself grace, but choose to work on yourself, man. Pick yourself up in this very moment, no matter what it is. If you're in a depressed situation, or you're just down, or just went through something, went through a breakup, I don't know, lost a relative, family, friend, whatever, bro. Again, we are all at different stages of life, but I want to encourage you to focus on you, man. Focus on giving yourself what you need. Focus on pouring into yourself. Pour into your cup. I know it. You give, you give, you give. The world, just takes so much away from you, but take time out. Wake up an hour early, man, and meditate. Wake up an hour early and focus on you. Wake up a couple hours early and go to the gym. Focus on improving your mind, your body, your health. Heal, my brother. So focus on you. Focus on yourself. So that's one thing I want to say. But I'm going to also say focus on everything that's important in your life. Pay attention to everything that's important to you in your life, whether it's what it is that you're in pursuit of, or the people around you who have love for you. Focus on those things, man. Focus on the people that's around you who pour into your purpose in life. Focus on the ones that contribute to your growth. Focus on the people that contribute to your flame being fanned. Focus on the ones who fan your flame. Drown out the outside noise and really, really just soak in all of the love that you do have in your life. Whether it's just you yourself, or whether it's one other person, or whether it's a small circle of people who support you and love you, but focus on the ones who show love to you, who showcase love to you. Number 3, focus on the things that you're working for. Pour into your passions. Pour into your hobbies. Pour into your purpose, your dreams. Invest in those things and make time and dedicate time to devote some time towards those things every single day. Not once in a while. Every single day. Every single day make small contributions and efforts to raising your vibration levels. Every single day make small contributions to get a little bit better, 1% better every single day. You don't got to do it in chunks. You don't have to do it all overnight, bro. You don't have to get it all completed overnight. This is a journey, my friend. This is a journey, my brother. This is a journey, my sister. Just focus on doing a little bit every single day. A little bit more than you did the day before. It ain't got to be a lot, bro. Don't stress yourself out. It don't have to be too much. You ain't got to overdo it. Just 1% more. Just 1% more. Pour into yourself 1% more. The things that you want to see coming to fruition in your life, bro. The places you want to go and travel to, 1% better. 1% effort. Just push a little bit every single day, bro. So again, you want to focus on you. Number 2, you want to focus on the loved ones, the love that you have. Number 3, focus on, working on the things that will develop you along the way. The things that you want to do, the skill sets that you want to possess, the position you want to be in. Do a little bit, pour into that every single day. Go to the gym, but most importantly, above all, hold on, y'all, my hand is shaking because I'm literally holding this camera. Give me a minute. All right, y'all, this should be better. But yeah, most importantly, above all, focus on the gift that God has given you, which is the gift of life. Focus on who has given you life. Focus on who allows you to wake up every single day, whoever you pray to. I don't want to push who it is that I believe in on the world, because I know that we are all different. And I'm not into, segregation. I'm not into, people being pushed apart, people being separated because this person, believes in this and that person believes in that. That's one of the things that I cannot stand in life, is where everybody may pray to a different God, and because of such, we can't come together. Everybody prays to a different God, have different beliefs. They pray, it's just to a different God, serving a different purpose, or whatever the case may be, or maybe a similar purpose. But because we can't agree on who we pray to, now we can't have a relationship. We can't, have humanity take place. We can't be friends. We can't be family even, just because we pray to a different higher being, bro. We have our own beliefs, and it's just sad. And that's one of the reasons why I don't force minds on anyone else in terms of who I pray to. Everybody is entitled to pray to who they want to pray to, as long as you're not out here being a menace to society, as long as you're not out here doing anything to harm anybody. Then who's to say that I'm wrong with who you pray to? Who's to say that I'm wrong with your belief? I'm just another entity, bro. I'm just another person out here living life, trying to figure it out. Who's to say that I'm wrong about who you believe in? Just like, who's to say that I'm wrong about who I believe in? So at the end of the day, whoever it is that you pray to, make that your number one priority, bro. Because none of what it is that I mentioned could even be possible if we didn't have God, if God didn't allow us to get up, wake up, and go on about our daily activities. Mind you, I'm not doing none of this in any order. This should have been number one. I'm just spitting off the top. I'm just thinking off the dome. But again, above everything that I said, God should be number one. He should be our top priority among our focus, bro. But yeah, man, when you focus on building yourself, man, focus on the goodness of life, the goodness of God, the goodness of the people that He placed into your life, the goodness of the opportunity to create and make your ideas and your dreams and your visions come to life. The fact that you can't create a new life, you can't change your circumstance if you're in a bad situation. You can't advance yourself if you're in a great situation. You can you can take the top off the roof and keep going. That's what I love about life. It can, like, whatever can be fixed, you can fix. Whatever you can't fix, give it to God, man. Give it to God. But if you want instant change in your life, you have to do things different. You could have been going down the wrong path for such a long time, but let this be that sign that you see in the road that says it's time to make a U-turn. So you could have driven an hour away, so it's going to take you an hour to get back to, where you need to be. Okay, do the work. Guess what? It could have been 2 hours that you was going the wrong way. It could have been a week of going in the wrong direction. You could have been going in the wrong direction of your life for a whole year. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. You could have been in that wrong relationship for a whole year. You could have been in that wrong relationship for 5 years. You could have been in that wrong relationship for 10 years. You could have been moving with the wrong set of friends for 10 years, 5 years, a year, whatever the case is. You could have been pursuing something that isn't necessarily beneficial to your growth. You could be working that job that doesn't necessarily benefit you when it comes to your purpose. You could be putting so much faith in that job and putting so much time and energy into that job to where your goals, you put on the back burner, they collect dust and they fade and they die. So I definitely stress and emphasize putting you first, putting God first. I definitely stress and emphasize putting the important things first among the top priorities in your life. If you want to see change, turn around. Let this be that sign. If you want to see change happen in your life, it may not be instant, but if your decision is instant, then guess what? Today is when the work starts to get done. Today is when the work starts to get done. Today is when you start going in the direction, getting 1% better every single day. brick by brick. Don't focus on the labor and how long it's going to take. Just go in the right direction. Just keep laying those bricks, laying that foundation every single day. Yeah. Focus on God. Focus on family. Focus on being healthy. Having healthy habits, creating healthy habits. Focus on improving your mind, your health. Focus on improving your business. Get in that gym. Do the things that you can do to improve your life. And I promise you, over a period of time, bro, it has no choice but to work in your favor. Things have no choice but to work in your favor because growth comes with putting in the work. Growth comes with every aspect of what it is that I'm saying in terms of bettering yourself and bettering your circumstances and bettering your mental health, bettering your spiritual health, bettering your pockets, your financial health, bettering your situation altogether. But anyway, y'all, I have a lot to do today. I wanted to turn this camera on, man, and share with you guys what I was reflecting on today, and hopefully it serves value to somebody who watched this video. So let me get out of this bed, let me take on the day. And good morning to all. If you're watching it in the afternoon, good afternoon to all. If you're watching it at night, good night to y'all, man. If you're watching this right before you go to bed, good night to y'all, man. But anyway, I do appreciate all the love and support that we get. And I'm grateful for growth. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for all you guys out there. I'm grateful for all the love and support that we get. Positive vibe community. That's what we doing. And I appreciate all the positivity that you guys showcase and share on my channel too. Come through in the messages, man, and continue to keep spreading that, man. We're one big family. We're one big family and we're growing. And I love and appreciate all of y'all. As always, do what brings life to you. And it's a great chance that you'll bring life to whatever it is that you do. You already know. Rain, sleet, or snow, the goal is to hashtag grow. I look forward to seeing y'all in the next video. Peace and blessings. One love. Strength.